On October 22, 2022, shortly after 10 a.m., 30-year-old Nestor Hernandez walked into the Methodist Dallas Medical Center in Texas to visit his longtime girlfriend, Selena Villatoro, who had just given birth to their first child the day before, and to the casual observer it seemed that Nestor was there to visit his newborn son. The truth of the matter, though, was that Nestor was there for a much more sinister reason. He had spent most of the morning drinking at home, and as usual, his alcohol-fueled paranoia got the best of him. He convinced himself that his girlfriend was cheating on him, so despite being on parole and wearing an ankle monitor, he decided that he needed to confront her immediately. As he entered the labor and delivery unit of the hospital with a beer in hand, he made his way to Selena's room, and what would follow was a swift and terrifying escalation of matters. After unsuccessfully searching for the non-existent man he believed Selena was seeing, Nestor suddenly whipped out a gun and repeatedly pistol-whipped Selena. As hospital staff came around to check in on what was happening, Nestor opened fire and tragically killed 2 healthcare workers, and it seemed that he had even more innocent victims in mind.
Can you come out? Over here, please, come out. Come outside. Okay, I'm Robert. What's your name, partner? What's your name? Talk to me. Okay. Okay, listen, we can work this out, partner, okay? All I want to do is just get the people outside, please. We can work this out. Just let them outside, okay?
Nestor Hernandez was born in 1992 in Dallas, Texas. He briefly attended the W.T. White High School in North Dallas, but it soon became clear that education wasn't the path Nestor would follow. Instead, he seemed headed down a different road, one that seemed destined for a life of crime. In May 2011, he was charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. He pleaded no contest and was subsequently sentenced to 150 days in jail. Later that same year, in December 2011, Nestor and a friend robbed a guy at gunpoint outside of a convenience store. The two had fled the scene but were tracked down a short while later down the road. Police found the gun inside the vehicle, and after searching both Nestor and his accomplice, they found heroin on Nestor. Both men were subsequently arrested. Nestor was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, possession of a controlled substance, and unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. After his arrest, he agreed to enter into a plea deal with the state, where he received a 2-year prison sentence in exchange for a guilty plea. In 2014, Nestor started dating Selena Villatoro, and the two immediately started fueling each other's bad habits. Selena saw herself as a bit of a gangster chick, and she would very quickly become Nestor's sidekick, a modern-day twist on Bonnie and Clyde. The two were drawn into a world of substance abuse and unlawful deeds, and it's needless to say that the relationship was far from healthy. Nestor and Selena were on a clear path of destruction, which all came crashing down in January 2015. On this day, a woman was in the process of unlocking her apartment in North Dallas when she was suddenly attacked by Nestor and Selena. The woman was struck in the back of the head and pulled to the ground by her hair before the two forced their way into her apartment. Once inside the apartment, they continued to assault the woman, demanding to know where her valuables were. They then tied her up in the bathroom and continued to ransack the apartment, eventually fleeing with a cell phone, the victim's car, and $3,000 in cash from a school fundraiser. Nestor and Selena were eventually arrested that same day, driving in the stolen vehicle, and the police were able to recover a number of items belonging to the woman. Both Nestor and Selena later pleaded guilty to charges of aggravated assault, and they were both handed prison sentences. Nestor was given 8 years while Selena was given 5. Despite being sentenced to 8 years in prison, Nestor Hernandez only served 6, and he was released on parole at the beginning of 2021. He was placed on an ankle monitor and he needed to report his movements to his parole officer. However, Nestor was arrested again in March 2021 after a minor accident investigation, and he was sent back to prison. His stay there would, however, be short-lived, and he was released once again the following month in April 2021 and once again placed on an ankle monitor. Shortly after being released, though, Hernandez cut off his ankle monitor and went into hiding, and despite police launching an all-out manhunt for him, they were still unable to track him down. Then 3 months later, though, in June of that same year, police were attending to a separate drug matter in an apartment complex located at 1910 South Josie Lane. While the undercover police monitored the apartment complex from the parking lot, they suddenly saw a man walk by who resembled Nestor.
Any idea, any man?
I don't know.
Whose car is this?
It's my mom.
Your mom's car? What's her name? Norman, just give you a heads up while we're stopping you, okay? You look like someone we're looking for. Okay. Right.
Do you know that or no? No. Okay, what's your date of birth, sir? Were you on probation or anything like that, man? No, when did you get released?
Huh?
When did you get released?
I ain't been solved, so.
You haven't been in trouble? My man, listen, okay? You lied to me. What's your name? Okay? I got a picture. That is not you. Okay? So I'm telling you right now, before you catch another charge, okay? Because you're going to catch another charge.
What picture you get? Can I see the picture you got?
I'm not going to show you the picture I got. Okay? But listen, you're about to catch another charge, okay? Is your name Nestor? Yes, it is. Is that correct?
I just hope my name.
That ain't your name. So put that cigarette down. Your hand on your back.
Pull up the car, please.
So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this again, okay? We're gonna do this again.
Just relax, bro.
All right. What is your name?
Nestor, man.
Huh?
Nestor.
Nestor what?
Hernandez.
Perfect. Okay. So listen to me. I'm not gonna charge you with felony fugitive. Okay? Understand that. All right.
Yeah, babe! Wow, dog. Dog.
Relax.
You put a dent in my thing. We're gonna have a serious issue right here, man.
Oh, man, I'm working, man. My people need me, man. I got a job. I'm in Spain, man. I'm fine. Oh,
You
dog.
gotta take care of what you gotta take care of first. How about let's go. Easy, Nestor.
Dog.
Nora, Edward, Sam, Tom, Ocean, Robert.
Lean back for me.
Oh, dog. What's up, dog?
Nestor Hernandez was sent back to prison for his parole violation. Despite the fact that he had cut off his ankle monitor and violated parole, authorities decided to release him once again, this time in October 2021, only 4 months later. He was once again placed on an ankle monitor.
It's frustrating. It is almost like we're swimming upstream. Ankle monitors on violent criminals are useless. And so that's what my biggest concern is.
Although Nestor had a history of violent crime and parole violations, authorities believed that he'd be able to turn over a new leaf. They thought that he could be rehabilitated, and as long as they monitored his movements, they thought that it would all be fine. Unfortunately, the authorities were very wrong on this one, and almost exactly a year after his release on parole, Nestor would shoot up the maternity ward of the Methodist Dallas Medical Center, leaving 2 hospital workers dead, and Nestor preparing for a mass shooting. On October 21, 2022, Selena Villatoro went into labor and Nestor rushed her to hospital. Selena gave birth to a healthy baby boy, and it was her and Nestor's first child together. Nestor informed his parole officer of the birth of his baby, and he obtained permission to visit Selena and his baby the following morning. On Saturday, October 22, 2022, Nestor Hernandez was up bright and early. He texted Selena around 7 a.m. to find out if the baby was fine, before telling her that he was about to come over. Nestor, however, didn't leave the house until 3 hours later. It's believed that he had spent the morning drinking. At around 10:20 a.m., Nestor Hernandez entered the Methodist Dallas Medical Center in Texas. He casually enters with a beer in his hand and continues to collect a face mask before making his way to Selena's room. He initially goes into the wrong room and comes face-to-face with 18-year-old Noemia Davia, who had also just given birth. Nestor, who was visibly intoxicated, first thought that Davia was his girlfriend.
He was just standing in front of me, and he still didn't realize I wasn't the person he was looking for. My boyfriend, he asked him, "Who are you?" And he was like, "I'm Nestor." He was like, "I came to see her." And he looked at me and he still didn't realize.
After leaving Davia's room, Nestor eventually made his way to Selena's room. As soon as he entered the room, he began acting erratically, accusing Selena of cheating and then searching the hospital room for the man that Selena was cheating with. When he unsurprisingly didn't find anyone in the room, Nestor pulled a handgun from his waist and began hitting Selena with the gun a number of times. Selena, who was desperately trying to protect her baby at the time, tried to calm Nestor down and reassure him that there was nobody else, but Nestor didn't want to hear anything. Instead, he told Selena that they were both going to die today, along with anyone who entered the hospital room that morning. A short while later, 45-year-old social worker Jacqueline Pokwa entered Selena's room. She was there on a routine stop to check up on the mother and newborn baby. As soon as she entered through the door of the room, Nestor opened fire. Staff in the hospital immediately heard the loud bang, but didn't expect it to actually be a gunshot. They were curious to see what was going on, and that's when 63-year-old nurse Annette Flowers, who was in the room next door, went around to Selena's room to see what the bang was. But as soon as she peeped through the door, another shot went off, and Nestor had killed her too. He then retreated back into the room and started to reload his weapon, seemingly preparing for a mass shooting. After he reloaded his weapon, Nestor started to make his way out of the room and into the passage. Luckily, through a sheer stroke of luck, only a few rooms away, Sergeant Robert Rangel, who was attending to another matter, heard the gunshots and immediately realized what was happening. He quickly made his way to where the shots were coming from, and at that very moment, he saw Nestor about to exit the room with a gun in hand. Sergeant Rangel set off one shot, which struck Nestor in the leg, causing him to retreat back into the room, and the following standoff unfolded.
Can you come out? Over here, please, come out. Come outside. Okay, I'm Robert. What's your name, partner? What's your name? Talk to me. Okay. Okay, listen, we can work this out, partner, okay? Just throw the gun outside. Throw the gun out, please. Throw the gun outside. Partner, listen to me, man, please. Let them outside. Partner, please, man, just do me a favor. Let them outside, please. Let them outside, please. That's all I'm asking. Let them outside, please. Let them out of the room. Let him outside, please, partner. Partner, we can work this, man. Come on, work with us. Work with us. Work with us, please. Yes, sir, I'm listening. Let him outside, buddy. Come on. Come on, man. You got to give us something. Come on. Hey, McGrill. See if you can get the name to that room number, please. Last name or something. Something I can work with. I'm listening, brother. I'm here. Throw the gun outside, man. Come on. Throw that gun outside, partner. Come on, work with me. Throw that gun out. Come on, man. Come on, Victor. Work with me, man. Come on. Okay. Hands up. Hands up in the air. Hands up in the air, please. Hands up in the air, please. Hands up in the air. Come on. Toss. Hands up in the air, Victor. Come on. Throw the gun out. I'll give you my word. He ain't got nothing in his hands. Okay. Okay. Victor, throw that gun out, please. Come on. Victor, come on, man. Work with me, man. Work with me. Come on. Come on. You got to come out. You got to give us something. Please, brother. I'm asking you. Come on. We're not going to shoot him. Come up with your hands up in the air. Come on. I just need to see your hands. That's all. That's all I want to see. Your hands up in the air. Talk to me.
Does he still have the gun in his hand?
Ma'am, does he have the gun in his hand?
We need the gun out in the hallway. Throw the gun out in the hallway.
Throw it out, please. Come on. Come on. Throw it out.
Throw the gun out.
Throw the gun out. Okay, throw the gun outside. Throw the gun outside. We need the gun outside. I need the gun outside, please. Victor. Ma'am, where's Victor at? Does he no more gun in his hand?
No, the gun is up in the trash can in the hallway. I threw it out there. It's right there, look. It's right there.
Stay on there. Hands up. Hands up. Okay.
Don't shoot it.
Nestor Hernandez eventually surrendered and he was swiftly arrested. He was charged with capital murder of multiple persons, an offense which carries a minimum term of life in prison and which may result in the death penalty. Nestor Hernandez is currently awaiting trial.